Okay. So, this is the Finance Committee meeting. It is late. It's 4 minutes to 7. I'm Julia Olafson. We have Ms. Bell, Ms. Godfrey, Mr. Jurek, Mr. Dr. Cooper, Mr. Hurley, Ms. Haynes here for the meeting. We actually didn't have anything specific that we needed to discuss this week, but seeing that next month we will be voting one way or another in the middle of the month on the budget, it didn't seem right to cancel. So we're going to take the opportunity to everybody on the committee who's been here has sat through a couple of budget committee meetings, and we're going to take a couple minutes to just throw the floor open and allow the folks that are on the committee to ask Ms. Haynes and Dr. Cooper any questions that they have about where we are with our budget this year. I'm going to start. So now that we've finalized transportation, do we have an idea what the increase from last year is going to be for what we're going to pay for transportation?
I put in the dollar amounts already. What was reflected?
Yeah.
Was what was already in there based on the contract price.
Okay, but the last time we saw it was before we had voted on that contract.
Right, before you voted on it, but
you had one. You had.
I had already did the budget with the fuel being like 30 to 40% more, I believe.
Is that about what it ended up being?
That's what it's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the last time we met, we hadn't gotten a number from our consortium.
Right.
Right.
And that's when we voted to do the
right.
cards and stuff that were going to be used. So we had already kind of had an idea.
Right.
And I did the worst case with the fuel. Like, this is what I did, the worst case scenario. I think we have a lock-in for 3 months, which will get us to August or September. So many gallons.
Okay.
And depending on how this all goes with the tanks, with Christ.
Right.
I put the number as the worst case.
And what do you mean with the tanks?
Whenever we get the tanks in, whether we get the tanks in or before we start or second.
Oh, okay. So, when you say we, you mean Christ?
Yes.
Okay. And then the second question I was going to ask is, you were looking at a pretty fluid number for what salaries were going to be last year. We should have most resignations and retirements at this point. Do we have an idea where we are up or down from current year's professional staff salaries to next year? I thought that might be the case. Okay, and so from the presentation, so from last year to this year, is it up 1%, up 2%? I mean, I expect it should be up a little bit.
It's up a little bit, but it's not much. When you're looking year over year, it's not a significant jump.
Okay.
Because of the retirements and all that.
Okay. All right, those are the questions I had. Anybody else have questions? No? Anything else you need to let us know about changes? I know that there is still one large contract outstanding that not outstanding, but that will be still has yet to be signed and awarded for the next year. So I guess that'll impact what the cost of that service provides. But most everything else should be similar to what you gave us last time. Are there any?
The salary, we were 24,390 for the forecast for 21-22, and we're 24,874.
So it's really close.
We're not looking at a huge jump.
That's good.
Year over year because
Okay.
of the retirements, because of the restructure. We did it. That's what I'm banking on.
Okay. And benefits the same? Like benefits commensurate with that change?
Benefits, now, year over year, we were able to stay flat because they hadn't increased the prices. They did increase a little bit.
Okay,
So I did bump that up by that.
okay.
3%.
So, okay. Are
It's
we,
not a huge jump to go from 14,935 to 15,284. So
Do you-
it's not a huge jump, it's just enough that it's covered that.
do you think that insurance increases due to increase in use of medical services due to COVID? Are we're still yet to see that happen from our insurance company?
I don't know, they have a very healthy fund balance.
Oh, okay.
there. And I don't think it costs nearly as much as they were thinking it was going to cost for those clinics.
Yeah,
And then by the time they put the clinics in, I think the Exeter one's coming within the next year. I mean, they've already got
Yeah.
two of them up.
Yeah.
The one's coming.
right.
By the time it turns around and get that, they're gonna start seeing the reduction in the amount of claims for the people that are using those clinics. It's actually cheaper
Okay,
to the trust. I don't think we're gonna see any
Oh, nice.
major spikes, that's my best guess. So when I'm listening to all the data, listening to what they're saying, I don't think we're gonna see major increases. So when I'm doing my forecast, I was doing about a 3%,
hmm
just to put something in there.
right. Any other surprises that
But I
are
did-
new?
I had a meeting the other day with the Mideast Hasbro, and we were talking about, I guess, one of the gentlemen, Wayne, over at Reading, had a conversation with one of our legislators. And they were going about the budget, you know how he put the budget out there, and they were like these wild pie-in-the-sky numbers for the revenue. Well, come to find out that something in Allentown is trying to raise their taxes 5% or something, and something legislature, some politics behind the scenes, they don't want that to happen. So they're saying that those numbers could be close to a reality,
hmm
and some of the business owners are actually doing 30% of that increase. Now, I'm not. I kept mine flat, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did see 30% or better of that number. Nothing's been in the, I'm just throwing it up, just letting everybody know that could come to about, I think it was like up to $1 million between special ed and BDF.
hmm
So we could see 30 to 40% of that.
And what is that? What's that? Item?
It's in our, the state, the BEF, the basic education funding, and special ed number. So when they gave the numbers, I mean, they have like $1 million that they say that we're gonna increase year over year. Usually I budget about 1%, because the numbers are pretty stagnant, flat.
But they're saying
Cost
service.
for reimbursement, cost or reimbursement. Will that increase, it's going to be an increase in cost? Or increase in
No, and
reimbursement?
that's, BEF is the revenue.
That's
I'm
revenue.
talking revenue, yeah, I'm
Okay.
talking revenue, what the state is intends to give us.
Okay,
And I have to be fair to let you guys know that before you go into the 613 and decide whether you're going to do an incremental increase, no increase, whatever you intend to do. That number, and I'll have further details as the time progresses, we might find out. But you know, it's a state, whenever they decide to approve a budget, they approve a budget. But right now, what they're talking is, and Wayne, which he's been there a very long time, he's over at Reading, he's actually budgeting about 30% of that increase. And there were a couple other business managers on that call as well that were doing about 30% based on the information from this legislator and, you know, behind the scenes stuff that they, I didn't know anything about Allentown, but there's something connected with Allentown and some other legislator that they don't want that to happen, so they were looking at these funds are going to trickle in the way that they're presented.
So that's so unclear, that's a revenue.
Revenue.
These are the challenges that boards at the district level face every year when we're asked to, as a board, to set budgets for the following year prior to the state even approving their budget.
I know we can't.
That's why we have that floating cap number,
I
right?
can't, I know
What we can go up to versus,
Yeah.
right?
I know you can't do it, but it'd be nice to be able to take whatever that increase is, let's make it 20%, slide it to the side since we didn't factor in our budget, and then take a look at next year, you know, where we can maybe offset a cost or something like that, you know, don't even factor it in, just keep taking it in, hey, let's buy something new or buy something over here, versus sliding it completely out and work off the budget we plan to work off of, and have that increase sit over there for maybe some other expense that hits us by surprise, maybe like the library, there was some cost for the library or whatever the case might be. It could be a fair amount, a pretty good number.
So
It
almost
could
like,
be a good number, it could be, and that's gonna be where we end up at the bottom, because no matter, remember that when we budget, Like my revenue, where we're budgeting, is coming in at 63.8. My expenditures are 66, so it's already in a deficit. So anything that comes in is just going to not take from the fund balance.
Any other questions, concerns? Thank you. We're going to go ahead and call the meeting at 7:06.